Hello and welcome to day 13 of my water fast. Again, late night to bed last night, this energy boost at night keeping me awake. Now I did go to bed around 5 o'clock and I got up around 1 o'clock maybe, but I did significantly had an energy drop in the afternoon related to something in my belly, gurgling, gargling, slight pain. And what I really wanted to do at that point was to do a salt water enema, an oral enema. Now I didn't do that then because I was a little too ill, and it has a tendency of making me not feel so good. It's a short period of not feeling so good as the salt water rushes through your body, but after that it feels quite good to have whatever is ailing you. So I do recommend it for people who are fasting. It is a staple of the Master Cleanse to do this every morning. But since I've been reading about water fasting, it seems to be something that's not absolutely necessary, which I would hazard to say that it is very good once in a while, perhaps even necessary, but I am doing every 2-3 days just to see what happens. And interestingly enough, and let's just be adults about this, I had a bowel movement today without any water flushing or anything, which is surprising after 13 days of not eating. It's actually not that surprising. My body is getting rid of what's impacted in my colon, and also what's body fat and all these type of things. So today's special event is I'm going to do the salt water oral enema. Now I've spoken about this in the past, and I just wanted to make it clear what I do, because I do believe that it can help people, especially if you're in distress, if you feel like there's something really wrong with your belly. Maybe that's not always the right thing to do, but you do get a feeling if it's not a serious pain, it's not a serious thing, there's gurgling, stuff wants to move, and you just want to give it a hand. Recommend, not necessarily this brand of salt, but non-iodized salt, very important, non-iodized sea salt. Now what I'm going to do is prepare 2 wonderful teaspoons of this, and to demonstrate fully, I'm going to make sure that these are piping full teaspoons, and a 1. I've never done a cooking show, this is the closest. Today we prepare salt, and 2. Now so usually what I do is I put it into a small little container, and then find a way to put it into a bottle. Usually I work it out quite well. Now I've already prepared a bottle of salt water, and I've actually prepared it earlier today because I was considering of doing it. And if you live with others, it's a good consideration to actually write on it that it's extremely salty water, and that if they drink it accidentally, it could be a little irked at you. So I put that label on it. So I know this is not going to be interesting. You might want to change channels, click stop, but you usually just down it in one nice big gulp, and then after that you reach for, normal water. So here goes. Bottoms up. I usually take a deep breath. This is where pranayama comes in, breathing exercises. Yeah. Excuse me. It's wonderful. I recommend it to everyone. I just had a salt lick. Make everything more complete. So, it doesn't feel good going in. It tastes good, rather. It doesn't feel bad at all. I do feel it go down my stomach. I'm going to burp right now. And as it goes down, it'll go into my large intestine. Now, this is the difference between an oral enema and an anal enema. Whereas you would inject water, coffee, olive oil actually is used for enemas is in your rectum, is that it fills only your large intestine. Now this will actually rinse through my small intestine as well, rush into my large ones. Now as I touch my belly, I will be feeling it go down. And I usually do exercises of just, making your belly go in and out, in and out, in and out. There's an exercise called, is it Kapalabhati, I think? I'm not quite sure, but there is a breathing exercise in which we forcefully expel the air, and then we sort of bring our belly up and in, and that actually maybe would work quite well. I do a variant of that. So I will let that go down, and probably within 15 minutes I'll have the urge to go to the washroom, and it's going to flush everything out of my body. Aren't you happy I shared? It is, though, I think, a very good thing to know, because it can be very, very, very helpful. So tomorrow marks the 2-week point for the fast, and Sunday night I'm invited to a birthday party, so it'll be interesting, to go to a festivity full of absolutely delicious Thai food on day 16 of a water fast. But I'm actually feeling quite resilient when it comes to not... Actually, I have to be honest. I'm gonna come clean now. I mean, I only tell you and no one else, but I ate a little square of chocolate that was in the fridge last night, and I felt pain from it. It actually had probably half a raisin and a bit of nuts. And I nibbled it, and I didn't chomp it down, but it was too tempting. I just needed to taste something. A drop of soy sauce wasn't going to do it. So I've come clean. So it's very difficult. I'm a nibbler. I'll take tiny little pieces of things, and maybe that was a little bit too much, but I have to be easy on myself. That's all for today. If anyone has questions or comments, as usual, my email is michel@yogayak.com. And thank you everyone who has asked questions, or even just encouraging emails are fun to know. If you're fasting yourself, how is the fast going? If you're watching this at a much later date, just add your video comments or a written comment wherever you found this, and let's together help others. Thank you very much. Good night.